Greetings, goons, gangsters, and gamers. It's your boy, the Good Tonight, and today we're doing a review, gas mask related. This review item was recommended by, I believe it was Deadeye. The YouTube algorithm has decided I can no longer see your comments, so that's unfortunate. So feel free to comment below. I want to give you credit, but honestly, YouTube is working against me. So, that said, today's review is on a fairly magical gas mask pouch. So magical, in fact, that we are going to be wearing a large wizard hat for the sake of the review. Yes, it is that magical. I've done sillier things for less. So, today's review is on the Defense Mechanisms Collapsible Gas Mask Bag in M81, of course. So the gas mask bag is pretty interesting because, well, one, it's significantly lighter than any of the issued junk, and I actually kind of like it. It doesn't have any like extra pouches or anything, so carrying your little voice amplifier. This guy, I'll just usually throw it in the bottom of the bag and hope it doesn't fall out, but you know. Gas mask bags are kind of interesting, and so are gas masks in general. The reason being is you're generally not going to be under chemical attack. In fact, I can't think of a whole lot. Maybe Seaburn guys know of something, but it doesn't happen too much. Usually all the chemical issues are related to someone like puncturing a tank of anhydrous freaking ammonia and stuff. And stuff like that, that's bad for you. That usually your filters in your gas mask can take care of. But a lot of the time it's usually being done more for cleanup and less so an actual like biological terrorist attack. There's always the threat. But gas masks don't get all that much use. But this, we're going to be talking about that here in a minute. So what the bag is, quite simply, there's, you can see from the zipper down here, that's how you collapse it and zip that up around and bam, collapsed. You have two non-locking zippers up here in the top. So there's no big old pull tab or nothing like you would generally have on your issued gas mask bag. Usually you got this big old tab here. You would set this up, designed for, it would face inwards. You would set that belt up on there. I'm not going to adjust my camera, so I'm just going to hold this up here like it's a football. And yeah, basically, someone goes, "Oh my God!" They throw on their mask. You're like, "What's that guy doing?" He's like, "Oh, gas, gas, gas." You're like, "Oh yeah." So what you do is you would pull this tab. You'd reach in here. You yoink out your gas mask and don it, clear it, blah blah blah. You know the drill. So that's generally how your standard gas mask would work. But this bag, I mean, they like to overbuild them, don't they? You got this little pouch here, so when you can put your water protective bag in there in case you're doing amphibious marine stuff, or maybe you want to keep it out of the rain, because believe it or not, gas mask filters and water don't mix all that great. The water tends to dilute all the freaking purifying agents in the filters, and then the filters are useless. Gas mask doesn't do its job if it doesn't get gunked up entirely. And yeah, you don't want like to be touching filter material. It's not great. I'm not going to go into too many details, but it's bad. We'll say that. How bad? Well, if you really goof up your whole gas mask stuff, you kind of end up looking like this guy. So, don't risk it. Leave it to the professionals. So with that said, this bag, this is the other bag. I actually got this with my C50. This is like a general just Chinese made, I guess, bag that's trying to get the attention of SWAT. I didn't like this one. What I do like is the pockets on the side. You can put your straps in there, you can put your comm cables, you can put your voice amplifier. But again, those two bags are relatively heavy. This bag, being a lot more bare bones, practically the entirety of the weight comes from the actual gas mask. Now, as I mentioned, non-locking zippers kind of look like bunny ears. Stay on track. Focus. So, because they're non-locking, if you do got this hanging out on your belt, what you would basically end up doing is someone does the whole gas, 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 and what you do now is this part's locked to your body. You grab the outside here, outside the zippers, give that a little pull, and it'll pop your pouch open. Now, I can access the C50 I've got kept in here, slap it on, same process, Bada bing, bada boom. And yeah, I got this open. You can look inside. Pretty much there's not a whole lot going on. There's no internal pouches. There's no little zipper compartments or anything. It's literally just a big hollow bag, which has its pros and cons. Main con is there's nowhere to put your amplifier or any of your cables or stuff. That could be useful. Maybe that's stuff you want. You could probably, or what the defense mechanisms could probably do, is even just add like a small back pocket here. You can stuff your waterproofing bag and things in. That would be out of the way. Don't necessarily need it. You can just let things freely float in there. But yeah, so while we've got that out, we're going to close this up as it's intended. And here's the collapsible part. You guys ready for this? What you can do is you fold those guys in. You grab the zipper down here, give it a few zips. And voila, collapsed. And this thing is crazy thin. And as you can see from its very feather-like falling animation, I think it's not an animation, it's just how it falls naturally. It weighs nothing. This is crazy light. The elastic shock cord on the front allows you to tighten it down to a mask. However, there are concerns that adds time to the drawing it. So if you've got it on you, you're probably expecting to need it. If you're expecting to need it, having it swashing around a bit is going to be less of a concern than being able to get it on in time when you need it. So on the back here, we've got a whole set of MOLLE. So it's nice and flexible. That's always nice. I've got this set up to be mounted on the belt, quick, fast, in a hurry. Very scalable sort of setup in case I want to bring my gas mask if I'm not going to be wearing it all the time. And yeah, they have a few things. So it doesn't come with a whole lot of crazy things, but it does come with several cuts of Velcro or magic tape. Velcro is called magic tape in Japanese. Magic, get it? Ha ha. These ones have these backings here. I'm not really entirely sure what that's for, but it looks cool and I like it. And these are the ones I think either came with it or ones I cut myself. I don't remember. It all sort of blends together. And the last three things it comes with is you get these two really sexy M81 Nexus buckles. That's the word. Nexus buckles come with it, so you can mount those onto your belt. So if you have a whole lot of trash on your belt line, you can mount these off on the side, clip it in there, and adjust its ride height on the thigh. I prefer to keep it up closer on the hip, just personally. If I have enough stuff that I'm starting to use drop downs, ultimately, brother, I just got too much stuff. That's my opinion. That's just too much. But yeah, you can adjust this, and buckles down here again. The Velcro for mounting it into the MOLLE on the pouch itself. Your retention elastic, and you adjust the height as you would expect to give this a little pull. It's really easy, practically effortless. There's smarter ways to do it. I'm just not doing it that way. You'd pull that off first and then zoop. Yeah, the elastic really does retain when you want it to stay at a specific height. And yeah, so that's how you'd mount that. You can also repurpose these for other MOLLE pouches and pouches and stuff if you so choose. So, neat addition. I'm not going to use them, but I could find another use for them. And lastly, you get your anime girl stocking leg strap, which has this good chunk. I like this. This is one of my favorite designs. They put these on chest straps all the time. You've got your actual Condura material on the top, you got the elastic on the bottom. It gives you just that little bit of movement. So if it's on like a muscle or something that's going to, extends and contracts and does muscle things, or even your lungs. That's why you want shock cord and stuff on your plate carrier. It lets you breathe, and this lets your muscles move. So you mount this around your leg. I think I got this one adjusted from my right thigh. I've got my phone in there right now. Yeah, I got my phone in there. So we'll do left thigh. So just the left thigh, click that in. You can see that a little bit of elastic lets me move. I can feel it expand, contract. You mount that in there, and then you would effectively using the Velcro provided. Put 2 straps on there. Buckle sits up at the front. You wrap that around your thigh. Click. Bada bing, bada boom. Am I right? Yeah. So, let's go ahead. We're going to pop this open again. Like you do. Is it lunchtime already? You guys can hear that, right? So you're going to pop this guy open. I'm going to grab my wonderful, wonderful tier belt. I'm going to mount this in the only available bit of retail I've got right now. So I'll pop this down. Give me 1 second. This is a process. It's fast, but I'm trying to do it on camera. If I had like my table and everything, this would be less of an issue. But I'm too lazy to reposition. And yeah, Japan is kind of small, so pop this guy open. And mount. Work with me. Walk with me. I command you. Mount that guy. Get that one going. Alright. The freaking micro dump pouch doesn't like it, but that's fine. We'll take this. Mount that up there. Click. Alright. So we got a big old dump pouch back here. Out of the way, where I like it. We're going to take the gas mask. Not that one. Yes, this one. I've got 2 gas masks. Just because you can never be too sure about filters. We're gonna... Where's my zippers? I'm gonna set that up there. To take said gas mask. We're gonna stuff them in there, alright. Easy peasy. Actually, I'm gonna need to take off my wizard hat for this to work. Come on. If you have a squad or a team, they could help you. Or you could not be a goober and just take off your belt and do it right the first time. I refuse. Let me turn the AC on. It's getting warm in here. So we got that set up. Got that set up. So gas mask is locked away. I'm going to take the swag out by tightening up that shock cord. Now we've significantly reduced our movement. I've got access to my stuff. And yeah, so I didn't do my... whatever, it'll just hang free for a bit. Shock concepts won't be too upset. So that's just chilling there. So we're hanging out. We're freaking going through our tomes. We're casting Summon Chew High. We got Lemon because we need more practice. You get the drill. So we're hanging out, and suddenly a group of evil wizards show up. They're like, I cast Noxus Fume! Psh! And they start filling up the room with toxic gas. Freaking Barry the Wizard champion, he just dropped dead because he wasn't paying attention. He was too busy scrying, so you go, oh my god, not in my wizard temple. So you reach back here, you pull those non-locking zippers, you grab your gas mask. Okay, so it doesn't cause too much issue. I had that tightened down quite a bit. You got our gas mask. Pop that on. We got a seal. All right, cool. Now we look around. We're pumping. We're telling everyone else, hey, there's gas. Do something. But they're like, huh? So this guy, who should also be in here at the bottom, who won't fall out when we pull our gas mask, we're gonna pop this open. We're gonna click. There's a process to this. Don't worry. I'm a professional, guys. Click that in, we go.
Yeah, there's a lot of gas. You guys should probably put your mask on.
And everyone was like, oh yeah, good idea. We should do that. I'm practically screaming in this, but I don't want to use this
the whole time.
So, now all the other wizards got that. And then you go, okay, we're casting counter spells, but now we got time to... Most importantly, we can get back in wizard uniform. And,
yeah, now we're back in uniform. We got our cover and we're safe from Noxus gas. So we can cast Dispel.
Alright. Get it, got it, good. Now, of course, putting this back, as you've seen from setting up, is a huge pain. This hangs out open. And yeah, it could be collapsed. Now, the most important part. We've talked about what's most likely to happen. So let's talk about how you're actually going to use this guy, all right? So you guys are going to the field or whatever. You've packed your gas mask because your chain of command said if you don't bring one, they're going to beat you or something. So what you're going to do is you got this guy. Where's a good... I don't have anything really just hanging out that I can use. Let me, I'm going to grab these two shirts. So you got your, these aren't really skivvies, but you've got your spare skivvies. And they're like, all right, cool, we've got our position set up. Everyone's got their gas mask. We're not going to be actually using them for anything, so leave them in your bags. And yeah, another thing you can do, you can, since it's got Molly on it, you can mount it to the side of your pack. So if you're like, I'm probably not going to need it, but if I do, I want to have it with me, it's there, you pop your pack open, grab it, bam. Similar idea, save your belt space. So what you're probably going to use this for, and what most people use their general gas mask for in general, is we're going to do something a bit more comfortable than a gas mask. We're going to stuff this with t-shirts. We're going to seal this up. Or we can totally do that. And what you're going to do, now we got this set up, is we're going to put this on our rack, and it's going to become the world's most comfortable pillow, and you're going to get a bit more quality out of the very limited amount of sleep you're going to get to begin with. Just look at that. Look at it. It's comfy. Comfort. Now you got a nice little place to sleep. If nothing else is going on, you've got your... I don't have a rifle hanging out, do I? I got this guy. You can basically turn this into a rifle pillow. Yeah, set this guy up on anything. Actually, that's in camera. You set that up on there. Bam. Now you can sort of fine-tune your aim a bit, like a aiming bag. And that's pretty much it. So you're going to pretty much throw silkies in there. It's going to hold the silkies together. And yeah, it'll make everything that much more comfortable. And then where they're like, then when someone finally is like, hey, you got Firewatch. Firewatch needs their gas mask. You don't want to be the guy who's like, oh yeah, let me just... Oh. Funny thing, I'm actually just gonna get away from the gas and I'll come back when it's out now. So, yeah, you can get your gas mask. Now they got this off my belt. Being able to click it in and out with the straps is pretty nice if you're going to be donning and doffing it a lot. You don't have to do my way with the scalable freaking scalable Velcro. Takes a bit more effort, but I'll be honest, I'm not going to carry this too often. I'm mostly going to keep it like this and just throw it in my bag. Use malice clips mounted to my bag. And yeah, probably use it more with a powered air purification respirator. Run a hose from my back, lock that in, breathe freely. So that is the basics of the Defense Mechanisms collapsible gas mask bag. The mask itself isn't collapsible, it's the bag. The bag is collapsible. Don't be trying to fold your mask. I swear it will not go well. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or anything about the bag, it's got 4 across, Molly-wise, each put in 1-inch intervals for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. 4 columns, 9 rows. And there is, you can't really see it, but there is soft Velcro, loop Velcro backing here, so it will hold your Velcro in place, so it's not just going to slide out freely. Makes it a bit more of a pain to weave your Velcro in, but it's fantastic. And of course, if you're mounting you are using the thigh strap, if you're one of those guys, you can mount that down through these guys at the bottom. There's nothing crazy down there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully this view has been at least informative. These things are a bit pricey, but like I said, they weigh nothing. You can turn them into a fantastic field pillow. And yeah, the non-locking Velcro. Means you have to remember, you gotta pinch one of these sides, and then pull it away from the body, and that'll get you access. If you try to do it any other way, you're gonna have a bad time. And if you have these things set down here in the bottom, then bad news, gas is coming. She ain't gonna open, brother. You need to make sure these are positioned on a corner. I think you can do it, if you have them dead center, I think you can just grab at the front. Yeah, it's not as fast. So my personal and professional recommendation is to keep that right on the 45. 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, 45. I haven't had to do math in a minute. 360 no scope. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. So hopefully this video has been informative or at least entertaining. I would personally prefer this over the standard issue bag any day of the week, year, month, non-stop all the time. So to finish off this review, I was driving around base and I saw a parking spot that said Marine of the Quarter, vacant, of course. And it got me thinking, you know, if the Marine Corps really did have better budgeting, it could have been Marine of the Dollar. And I'll leave you with those thoughts. Cheers, everyone. Stay shielders. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.